Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the Virtual Golf Show 2020. It's the afternoon and final session actually of the 2 days. Now we've got a real treat for you about to come up. I'm very shortly going to welcome Tom Hayward from the Clutch Pro Tour. But before I introduce him, I just want to show a little video about our year, ContentLIVE Golf with the Clutch Pro Tour. So here we go. Sit back and enjoy this. By magic, here he is, Tom Hayward. Tom, it's been some year, isn't it? How are you?
Yeah, it's been a good year, a bit of a crazy year, but very good. Thanks for having me, as always.
Look, it's a real pleasure. It's a real pleasure, and obviously it's been a good year for us. And I want to thank you as well for having us along for a lot of the ride there. We were at 8 of your tournaments here, but there's been a lot more than that this year, hasn't there? Just tell us about your year with the Clutch Pro Tour. How has it been from an organisational point of view? And you must feel quite proud after getting it done after what has been a very difficult year for everyone.
Yeah, it's been obviously Clutch Pro Tour started in 2019, and to be honest, it was a way for me to try and get back playing, try and run some events, some special events for the players, raise some cash for myself at the same time, and then get back playing. But it just snowballed very quickly. The demand was clearly there from the players. I was slowly getting more and more out of shape, so swinging the golf club was becoming slightly harder. And I had a young family and whatever. I just felt like, I was reinvigorated, like running the events as opposed to playing in them. And with a young family to think about, I wanted to try and build something sustainable for the future. And then this year we had 15 events, so it was a massive progression, obviously. And that's with obviously all the lockdowns that we've endured this year as a country. So 15 events was pretty impressive, and a lot of the mini tours did very well this year as a result of. The start of the year, there was a lack of European Tour and Challenge Tour events. And then the European Tour and Challenge Tour got back up and running. They did a great job running a lot of events. But, the mini tours, it was the year of the mini tour, undoubtedly this year. And we all capitalized at the beginning of the season, especially. But, there is a big market out there, big market, these professionals, male and females, and amateur golfers, because the amateur golf market was hit heavily this year because of COVID. So I think all of the mini tours, and including us, we did a really good job providing that service for the players, and I think the pros in the UK are pretty spoilt, to be fair, with the amount of choice that they now have on offer, compared to some of the other countries in the continent.
I think you're absolutely spot on there. In fact, if anything, yes, COVID is a terrible thing. We know that, but it has put things like Clutch Pro Tour on the map this year, hasn't it? It really has. But I mean, you call it a mini tour, shall we say. Some of the prize monies you've had on offer is absolutely sensational. I mean, the majors alone have been worth £10,000 to the winner. And some of the relationships you've built have been fantastic. Obviously, Mizuno, as we know. And there's been a bit of a relationship with the Challenge Tour this year as well, hasn't there?
Yeah, I mean, I'm absolutely obsessed with the whole project. Got some great people now helping us, including Modest Golf, and even away from the associated companies, like the team of people like Will and Neil and Sally, everyone who's helping me run the events, and Lily, obviously my partner. We're all doing a fantastic job. So yeah, we're completely obsessed with the project. Keep working really hard to offer as good opportunities as we can. We've taken some really big gambles personally to get all this off the ground. And Bedford Insurance, who are our main sponsors, they enabled us to offer the prize money that we have, and they've been an absolute rock for us, to be honest. None of these tours, or no big tour can survive and grow and develop without sponsors like that. So Bedford Insurance has been incredible. But we've been very lucky with the partnerships we've had. Mizuno Golf Europe have been amazing. They supported me when I was a player. They've done, offer great prizes, great incentives, and even little things like bringing the tour truck to the events adds a huge credibility and quality to the events, which we've been really grateful for. But the prize money is just something that we've found a way of offering more money than most mini tours have been able to. And we've had prize funds. We paid out up to 32 grand in some of the events this year. Prize money going up considerably again next year. There's going to be a bigger guarantee on all of the events in terms of prize money. If we're just continually trying to push forward, keep the tours who are ahead of us, keep them on their toes, and just basically offering a better service for the players, or as good a service as we possibly can.
Fantastic. And it is wonderfully well organised, I have to say. I know it's probably more stressful, actually, isn't it, Tom, being in your position and being one of the players?
Oh, massively so. Yeah, when you're a player, you completely, I've got so much more appreciation for the tours that I used to play on. The amount of work that goes into it behind the scenes is ridiculous. Just making sure, and you sometimes you're not perfect, and sometimes you get to the event and you've still forgotten something, or something still doesn't go your way. And being a one-day tour this season, we were kept on our toes with things like weather conditions. Look at Tour Champs. Tour Championship was a washout day one. Fortunately, Bert Campster gave us the option to run it over a second day, because that would have been a real anticlimax. But yeah, honestly, like the end, I was absolutely frazzled by the time Tour Champs had finished, and then we had the arrival of our third baby, which I nearly missed. But it's just been a crazy year, but it's been so memorable, and I literally can't wait for it to start up again next year, to be honest.
Well, let's move into next year then. Big plans. There's a few changes. Any scoops for us, Tom? You can announce.
It's really tricky without getting myself in a bit of a pickle, probably.
Trouble.
There's a lot of stuff, like we had some, like I was just going back to the partners we had amazing partners last year. A lot of those partnerships have continued into this year, so we've been very lucky with that. People like Golf Hubber, Golfingdays, they've been an amazing support to us. Wow Hydrate, you probably just saw me sipping my drink earlier, but Wow Hydrate sponsored the van this year and have been heavily involved. Energy have been brilliant. They're like an athlete support network that support our players, offer a learning and a commission-based, earning incentive platform for those guys so they can fund their own careers. So we've had a lot of great people. Moving to next year, like a lot of these guys have carried on their partnerships with us, which has been fantastic. That gives us a really strong foothold. So next year we in terms of pro events, we've got 21 pro events. We've got a huge amount on offer in terms of development opportunities, which is a massive step forward. We have had not an official affiliation, but we were obviously able to offer some Challenge Tour starts this year, which is crucial. It's all well and good offering money, but when you couple that with incentives, development incentives for these players, then you're really on the right pathway to offering these guys a real platform for development and to drive their careers forward. So that's what we're all about moving forward. So next year you're going to have the great money coupled with really quite considerable development opportunities. I can't really give too many full details, but I mean, the number of opportunities available is going to be drastically increased for Challenge Tour and European Tour promotion. So that's fantastic. Venues have been amazing supporting us again. I mean, we try to get every venue that we can within the top 100 of various rankings. So we try to keep the venues to the highest quality possible. I think
up here again.
I think
out to these guys, like you said, they allowed us to finish off, didn't they, the next day? And I guess the clubs are a major part of it, aren't they?
Yeah, massive part, because obviously it doesn't matter how good a job we do as a tour, without a golf course, you're, for want of a better word, you're screwed. You don't have a tournament. So you need these venues to get behind you and to buy into your vision. That what you're trying to do for the professionals, you're trying to offer them a development platform. Without the golf course's support, you literally cannot do that. So I think I'm just about to be interrupted by my son. I'm really sorry. Rupert, you're on live TV. Say hi and then go.
Hello. What I wanted to do, actually, whilst you're here, we can show you a little. We put together another little highlights from the year, which we'd like to play for you, Tom, if that's all right. We're going to play this now and just enjoy this little video of the Clutch Pro Tour year highlights.
Tom, quick words. I know the last 24 hours have been quite stressful for you.
I mean, very grateful for the golf club, first and foremost, for allowing us a second day. because it would have been a real anticlimax if the Tour Champs hadn't gone ahead. I mean, there's a lot riding on it for the players. It's our kind of pinnacle and our climax and our showcase event. So we wanted to make sure it went ahead. So the club have done us a great service in allowing us to come back for a second day, and the players have been brilliant as well, because a lot of them had other plans because we are a one-day tour this season, but they've all shown huge commitment. And to come back, and it's been fantastic.
Let's talk about the tour. It's the main series is over. There is more to come, isn't there? We'll come to that in a minute. But what's it been like for you organising it and getting it done? You must be
it's been
pretty proud right now.
Yeah, no, I am proud and proud of everyone who's involved with us. I mean, Will down here, he's been an absolute superstar this year. Seb, Neil and Sally inside. You've got Graham out there. He's collecting tee markers, having done his refereeing shift. But yeah, no, it's filled a massive void from me playing to now running these events. I get a lot of satisfaction handing over the £10,000 winners check, and we've done a really good job. I'm not afraid to say that, and the players have been fantastic supporting us, and I think this event has been great because it just shows the calibre of players who have been coming through this tour when there's been little else to play in. And I think the mini tours have had such an important role to play this year in these guys' development, and hopefully a lot of these lads will use it as a springboard for next season and go and do some good things.
Fantastic. And to quickly touch on it, that is it for the main tour this year, but there is a winter series as well, isn't there?
Yeah, we've got an autumn action series, trying to make it sound a little bit more appealing than winter. So that starts on the 2nd of November at Corhampton with a Bettable Pro-Am, and then we go to the fantastic Woodall Spa after that on the 9th of November. So we've got 6 events leading up to Christmas, then another 6 in the spring leading up to the main start of the season, which will be in April next year.
Fantastic. Tom, congratulations. Enjoy the rest of the day, and congratulations again for the impending birth of your third child.
Just one more thing.
Of course you can, whatever you like.
Thank you very much to you guys for giving us the platform, because it means a lot to us, so it's been great.
It's all right, my head too big. I won't get through the clubhouse door for a beer. I will.
So unfortunately, the autumn action series, because of COVID, we couldn't get it underway, could we, in the end?
No, obviously, no one could do anything about that. And most of the venues have been fantastic, supporting us again in the spring. So demand on tee times from membership is very high. We understand that, so we're very grateful for those clubs. So shortly, we will be releasing everything. We're just trying to make sure everything's signed and contracts are back from venues, but the first event of the season will be 4th of February at Sandy Lodge, and that's going to be the start of the Spring Super Series. And then similarly to what you saw in the video there, the main season is going to start, funnily enough, again at Sandy Lodge on the 1st of April. And then from that point forward, we'll have 21 pro events leading up to the Tour Championships, which will be at the Oxfordshire Golf Club, which will be a 54-hole event in October.
Wow. Fantastic stuff. Look, Tom, it's been some year, hasn't it? Have you had a chance to actually sit down and just reflect on the year? What are you most proud of from 2020?
Just getting it done, to be honest. I mean, I'm again, like I said in the video, I'm not afraid to say how proud I am of the quality of product I now think we have. It's going to be massively improved next season, from development opportunities through to prize money, and the format of the events as well. I think it's going to offer a much more complete package to the developing professional and amateur for that matter. But just getting it done and actually following through with all the promises that we made, delivering the Challenge Tour starts, delivering the prize money, because all of that is taken for granted. It's not easy to do that. And everything we've promised, we've so far managed to fulfill. And it also just the types of golf courses we're taking the players to. I mean, some of the places, you obviously got to be lucky with the weather, but some of the golf courses that we went to, like Camberley Heath, Worpleston, Hollandwell, they're just like an absolute delight to play. Whether you're an amateur or professional, and especially under tour, when you're playing for your career, you want to be playing great golf courses and fair golf courses and golf courses that demand great golf. And if you're playing on those types of golf courses, one, it's going to help your development, but also you feel like the best player is going to win every week, and that's really what a pro tour should always be about. Really proud about the types of venues we're going to, because I think again it takes so much work getting them, getting the venues to sign off on the events and to give us the time that they do. it really does take a huge amount of time and effort to get those events over the line. So probably the proudest moment again, moving into next year, will be when we actually release the schedule, because that is the one part of it that takes more time than anything else. Getting that schedule all sorted so that the players have a full schedule, that is the hardest part of what we do, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, even just getting his virtual golf show schedule done was I can't even imagine what it's like trying to actually arrange a whole year's golf tour. Actually, I'm pleased to say a little bit later, Tom, as well, we've got OJ Farrell coming on to show. He was a regular on the Clutch Pro Tour as well, so we're going to get his thoughts about what it was like to play on Clutch. Tom, it's been a real pleasure. I can't thank you enough for coming on. I know you were with children and getting the tour sorted for next year. You're a super busy man. Just quickly, if someone wants to get a bit more information about Clutch Pro Tour, somebody's watching this thinking, actually, I'd quite like to compete next year. I know we've got the website running across the bottom. What's the best way to get hold of you guys?
Obviously, our contact numbers are on the website. I mean, I'm always on Instagram, always following what's going on social media. It's kind of our biggest tool to contact the players. So Instagram's as good a place as anywhere. And I promise you that everything will be coming out very soon.
Top man. Tom, I better let you go back to work then. Thank you so much. Have a lovely Christmas. Please pass on my regards to your family as well. I will see you next year. I think we know that.
Absolutely. Look forward to it. Thanks, Ian.
Thank you. Right, we're going to go to a short ad break now, but in 10 minutes' time, we're going to be joined by Mark Hatton from Golfingdays. It's going to be another treat. We'll see you after this short break. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Paul, and this is The Golf Show. sides. I can try it like that. That's even worse. I can try it with a snood, or I can try it like that.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I think 30 to 40 seconds might be a bit optimistic for me right now, but I feel a bit like Jeremy Clarkson when he did that review of that Vauxhall Vectra that time. No, seriously, what am I meant to say? Absolutely, and to illustrate the weight of the golf bag, as Phil said there, 10 to 12 kilograms, which is the equivalent of not 2, not 4, but 6 2-litre bottles of Coke. But as you can see there, got a little hole in that one already after just 4 rounds.
Oh, it's looking good. We've got a big club twirl.
Come on.
Here we go.
Oh!
4'10" when the pressure matters.
Yeah, look at my sock. Oh. You know, I can probably wring water out of it. Oh, it's a beauty.
I'll take that one. I nearly had a... Did it on me then?
I was going to need a new camera. That was mega.
Right, welcome back, everybody, to the Virtual Golf Show. Huge thank you to Tom Hayward there from the Clutch Pro Tour. And now I'm joined by another esteemed guest. It is Mark Hatton from Golfingdays. Mark, how are you? First of all, are you well?
Yeah, pretty good, Ian, thanks. Yeah, bearing up under these strange circumstances, but yeah, pretty positive and happy. Looking forward to Christmas, etc. But yeah, bearing up in very, very strange times.
Yeah, absolutely.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm coping. It's a little bit. It's raining today. I'm up in the loft up here, and I can hear the rain coming down on the skylights up here. It's actually quite nice. I have to say, it's quite therapeutic. There's worse places to be on a Friday afternoon. Now, Mark, we're going to talk Golfingdays, golf travel and event specialists. Let's talk about the variety that you do. Just to give people a bit more of an overview as to what Golfingdays actually does, because it's not just one thing, is it really?
No, we're a company 14 years standing, and we basically set up in the events business, golf events business, and had a great time with it. What we are passionate about and have been for a long time now is just providing good opportunities, not just for professional amateur golfers, but professional golfers as well. We work with hundreds of pros around the country, well, around the Midlands mainly, running 3 county pro events that we have done for years, and organisational programs. We also provide amateur events, different types. And what I'd say is that we try to do, the variety we're doing is just to give everybody something in golf, fun, exciting. So just to name a few of what we do, we cater for ladies. We cater for juniors. We are doing this year anyway. We cater for professionals and amateurs in various different types of events. I mean, I think you've got videos of a couple of things to show later, but we run a National Golf Club Team Championship. Basically, teams of 12 from golf clubs, they play in qualifiers at venues across the country, culminating in a final. The final is the winning team from each qualifier, and we get then our National Golf Club Team champions. They win a golf break for all 12, a trophy, a little commemorative shield, and it's great fun. They're 2-day events, 1 night, 2 rounds, pairs and singles. It creates great camaraderie on the day between all the teams. So that's just one of the things we do. We do the Midlands Golf Classic. We play 2 open qualifying courses over 2 days. It's a pairs event at Hollingwell and Kettleston. Another great event, back end of September, which always goes down well. We get over 100 people, 50 pairs for that, fill the day out at both courses. We do ladies pairs events. We have a great 2 days this year. It will be at this year, 2021, Portals in Cheshire. 2 rounds, 1 night, bit of entertainment, Robbie Williams tribute act, that sort of thing, overnight.
I'm there.
And plenty of other stuff. It's just the variety of stuff we offer is just fun. It's good fun.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mark, let's come back to the National Golf Club Team Championships, because we do, you hit on it there. We do have a video to play, everybody, and then I've got a couple of questions about it, if that's okay. So I'll roll tape, and this is the Golfingdays National Golf Club Team Championship video.
Golfingdays, we are events and travel specialists, so we run events all over the country, pro-ams through to National Golf Club Team Championships. Today we're down at the Celtic Manor Resort in Wales, where we're running one of our National Golf Club Team Championships events. It's a 2-day event whereby you play singles format and pairs format, and everyone has a great camaraderie.
It's a really well organised event. We turn up with 11 of our friends and stay overnight a couple of nights and play 2 fantastic courses. It's good value, really well priced.
We'll be back here in 2021 along with 3 other venues, St Melian, the Belfry, Forest Pines. For those 4 venues, we'll have a winner. They qualify for a grand final. At the grand final, we crown our National Golf Club Team champions who'll win the trophy and a golf break for all 12 in their team.
events tend to get sold out really quickly. So get online, book as soon as you can, and ensure you're getting part of something that's really good next year.
Well, I feel very upbeat now. So, Mark, let's talk about that. Who can enter that? Is that open to everybody?
Yeah, it's open to any golf club, any team really. Anybody that at a golf club organises their chums away days. It's a great way of going away for a night and 2 rounds. So teams of 12 from a golf club. You have to have a majority in your team that are members of that golf club to qualify to play in it, if you see what I mean. So it's not 2 from 6 clubs. We need at least 7 from the golf club playing in that team of 12. So yeah, anybody can enter really anywhere around the country.
Fantastic. Right, I want to talk about the Pro-Am series as well a little bit, because we've got a nice little video to show about that. But I believe we're going to be with you for that, aren't we?
Yes, next year we're really excited about this. We've been running Pro-Ams for the past 7 or 8 years around the Midlands, and this year, the strange year that it's been, we put on Pro-Ams week after week, really, which we sold out, open to any golf professional. And we sort of came up with the idea, it's not really rocket science, but to run a Pro-Am series next year, basically a Golfingdays Pro-Am series, a little bit as a bit like Tom at the Clutch that you just spoke to, with majors and classics. And our majors next year, we have ContentLIVE Golf with us for all 4 of those, which is going to be, I think, in a Pro-Am format, really exciting and great news for everybody involved. To be able to tell your mate Ted or whatever that at 9:30 you're teeing off at Enville Golf Club or something, to have your mates tuning in to see how you get on off that first tee. And I think it will be a real good addition to what we're doing. That's the amateur side of it. As far as pros are concerned, it's a great opportunity for club pros, aspiring new pros, pros of long standing that want to earn some decent money, but in a more relaxed environment, maybe than a pro-only event. Bring 3 buddies along, and all the events. The minimum of £1,000 first prize for our pros, and £1,500 at the majors for next to nothing entry fee, from 0 to really to £25, depending how kind their amateurs are at when it comes to paying for the team. So a great platform for professional golfers really, and amateurs alike, to enjoy.
It is, and I'm certainly looking forward to a few nervous first tee shots. But I'll tell you what, let's give people a little glimpse as to what they can expect for the Pro-Am series in 2021. I'm going to just play this little video here. Just, have a look at it.
Golfingdays, we are travel and event specialists. In 2021, we launch our new Pro-Am series. There will be 15 events, 4 majors and 11 classics at various golf courses around the Midlands and further afield. At each event, we hope to have 40 to 50 teams. As part of the Pro-Am series, the pros will play in an order of merit, with the top 12 to 16 pros qualifying for a final at the end of the season. There'll be live leaderboards throughout the day using our Golf Genius system, and scoring will be live as well. Classics will be £220 and the majors will be £290. An example of our major venues, we have Enville, Sherwood, Kedleston and Luffenham Heath, and a pick of some of our classics from Stoke Rochford to Willersley Park, the Leicestershire and many, many more. We expect full fields at all our events. If this is the case, the Pros Prize Fund is exceptional and unparalleled. At our classics, there'll be £1,000 first prize, and top 12 and ties will all get paid. In our majors, this increases to £1,500 first prize, and top 14 and ties get paid. We're passionate about providing playing opportunities for professional golfers and amateurs alike. Our Pro-Am series will do this for all. Great prize funds for the pros and excellent prizes for the amateurs too.
I've been playing Golfingdays Pro-Ams now for 2 years. Very professionally run, excellent prize fund, must for any up-and-coming professionals or even a professional like myself who's looking to get onto the seniors tour.
Head to our website and book. All our events sell out, so get booked in quick.
It makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand up, Mark. It really does.
There's a shame about the water in the bunkers and the COVID lifts, though, really, isn't it, when you look at the videos? So hopefully we'll be free of all that soon.
I'm sure we will. Well, actually, that we can discuss about it. But before we do, very quickly, if people want more information about that, I assume they just go to the Golfingdays website or check you out on social media. The website is running across the bottom at the minute, golfingdays.co.uk. Is that the best place to go, Mark?
Yeah, I would say our website and all our events are on there via our Golf Genius platform, who we use for all our entries and our live scoring. Or we're very active on social media. You'll be able to see what's coming up and when, and there'll be quite a bit of more information about what's involved in the Pro-Am series in the new year. We'll be doing sort of course reviews of where we're going, some of the additional things that will happen at each event, and the fact that we will vary the events up. They won't all just be 2 from 4. The Pro-Am format is something that we were keen to sort of keep fun and lively. It's a great format, but to just introduce a couple more formats into a few of the events during the year to make it fun and enjoyable for the guys coming along, really.
Fantastic. In fact, it's not just in the UK you do events, is it? Overseas as well. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, we do Pro-Ams overseas. We have been doing now for 12 years, mainly in Portugal area, because it's 2.5 hours away. Fantastic golf courses, lots to do in the evening for the guys. Unfortunately, our November ones that were sold out, they were curtailed through the COVID crisis. Our February ones also are looking less likely to run with the quarantine problems on return for people, because the 5-day trips, a lot of people don't want to quarantine for 5, 10, 14 days on return. So yeah, we do them, and we plan on carrying on doing them, and we're hoping that we get a little bit more leeway in that. November's are already booked in, February's are there if we can do them. We do amateur stuff abroad as well. Well, we are introducing that. We've got a exciting event in 2022, not yet announced venue or prices or anything, but that will be start of the new year, ready for January 2022, and something we hope to grow a bit more as well. So there's a lot of variety of what we offer, and I think it's great for guys out there, and we really love doing it. We enjoy what we do. That's the main thing.
So I like to hear that. That is brilliant. Look, Mark, obviously events, fantastic. Golf travel, it's been a bit of a tough year, hasn't it? What's your expectation for 2021?
Well, yeah, 2020 has been dreadful, as you can imagine. It's not just us. There are a lot of UK golf tour operators out there in the same boat. We saw a small boom in the UK travel market post-lockdown, not being able to get abroad. We booked a lot of golf in around various resorts in England. So, again, I think the UK travel market, fingers crossed, we're not locked down for a long period of time, we'll get a real good boost next year, because my feeling is travel overseas, it's going to still take some time. That customer confidence, not only for flying, but also when you get there, what's open, what's available. Will countries still be under certain restrictions, quarantine rules, testing? So it's going to be a while for overseas to get back to normal. I wouldn't like to put a label on when it will, but I feel the back end of the summer, maybe even into next year's winter season, maybe what we're looking at for a bit of normality, albeit people might travel with the quarantines in place. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. But UK-based trips, I think if you want a guaranteed trip away with the lads, or if it's a group of ladies, want to go away for a trip, then get one in the UK booked in. It's something we've been working really hard on in the last couple of months, putting tours together at city centres, South Wales, North Wales, Scotland, and just areas of the UK that have got great golf courses, really.
Exactly. In fact, we've been playing an advert in between every session. A Golfingdays advert has been going out with some magnificent I suppose UK events that you've got happening next year. They do look brilliant. I do have a question just going overseas. You do obviously hosted events as well. I've got in my notes that you've been to the Arctic Circle. Is that right? You didn't play golf.
Correct, yes. Well, there's something we introduced. We've been a travel company for just under 3 years now. And one thing I was passionate about was doing some unusual golfing trips to provide something that little bit different, to have a USP ourselves. So back in 2018, we took a group of 16 to the Arctic Circle, to a most magnificent venue called Lofoten Links. It's pronounced a little bit different, but that's my best pronunciation. I don't know if you've seen it. It's Troon owned by the Troon Group. It is an amazing area. I mean, hairs on the back of your neck when you arrive. A magnificent golf course. I don't know if you've seen my social media of the second hole, the par 3, with the island in the middle of the Arctic Ocean.
I haven't, but I will be checking it out. I can tell you that.
If I post it, don't look at my golf swing. It was dreadful. But that is something that we did. We built it. It's obviously purely based around golf because that's what we do. But we are also adding into those trips some life experiences. So we went on a rib safari into the Arctic Ocean, seeing all the wildlife, which was magnificent. We climbed a mountain. It was more of a large hill, but it felt like a mountain at the time. And we had culinary evenings, tasting the local fare, which was amazing. And I think everybody that came had such a great time. We had couples, individual people that haven't got groups to travel with, 2 or 3 guys that wants to travel somewhere different. And this year we had 7 nights, 5 rounds in 3 countries. So that was all booked in. We had a really good, we had a great booking. We booked loads of people to come on that. And it was basically Estonia, Latvia and Lithuania. And you were 7 nights, you would travel to each country, play different golf, different golf course, different country. It was a great idea, but again, COVID put pay to that. But we'll be looking maybe 2022 to do something again, because we're not sure where we're going to be and how we're going to get to places at the moment.
That is quite incredible. Look, Mark, I really appreciate your time. I'm not going to let you go just yet, because little birdie tells me that you might have a little competition you're running at the minute.
Yes, yeah, we've got a bit of a Christmas giveaway at the moment. Just for anybody that wants to enter. It's 1 night and 2 rounds at the Players Club down in Bristol, a place that we've actually sent a lot of groups to this year with the UK travel boom. And so if you want to get involved in that and a chance to win it, all you've got to do is see our social media posts. There's a link to our website. You sign up for it on there, and on New Year's Day, we'll be doing a live draw for who wins that, and some lucky person will take a group of 4 for a night and 2 rounds any time in 2021 that suits them.
Wow, what a great competition. So this can be entered on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
It's all our social media channels. You'll be able to see. It's like a share, follow, go online onto our website, sign up to it, and live draw is on New Year's Day, and some lucky 4-ball will enjoy. I don't know if you've played the Players. It's a fantastic golf course. Stop on site as well, which is lovely. It's a nice accommodation.
Bristol's got too many hills for me, Mark.
Well, to be honest with you, you say that, but it's a very flat course. It's renowned for its. I think it's got one of the longest par 5s in the country at 600 and something odd yards. It takes me about 4 shots to get to the green. So
I was going to say I'm in trouble there. Then I'm not the biggest of people.
Well, I mean, go on.
No, you're okay. Carry on. What were you going to say?
Going back to travel, I mean, with it being such a strange year, it's been very, very tough on our customers. Order books we have quite full of holidays, but we've been really lucky to be able to refund everybody within an hour, basically, and that's something we've been really proud of. I mean, if anything we can take from 2020, it's not what we wanted to be proud of, because we'd have liked to be proud of providing great holidays, but the fact we may have been able to refund everybody within an hour of cancelling it, and the flexibility we've offered our customers has been something that, we feel has been a great thing for us. And being members of ABTA as a travel company at this sort of time of our lives is really important, and they've been a great support, as well as IAGTO, which is the International Association for Golf Tour Operators, another organisation we're members of. Really important that the support we've had from them. It's been brilliant, and I just want to thank them as well.
That is fantastic. And that's a really good point to make, actually, because I wish the pantomime that's been cancelled that I was due to go to had the same policy, Mark, because they can take me about 10 working days to get it back, which means I might see my money in June.
No, that's true. Some places have been like that. It's been tough. It's been tough, but it's been tough for everybody. Hospitality's been hit hard, really.
They have. But look, Mark, thank you so much for your time today. It's been a real pleasure. Do go check out Golfing Days, golfingdays.co.uk. Go check out the social media. Take part in that competition. You've got absolutely nothing to lose. You may as well do it. Have a lovely Christmas, Mark, won't you?
Yeah, Ian, just before you go, I just want to say a huge thank you to you on behalf of us and I'm sure the other exhibitors. You've done a brilliant job to bring the golf community together, to put something like this together, as isn't easy, as we know, putting events together and holidays. So a huge thank you, Ian. You're a credit to what you do, and I've very much enjoyed watching it the last 2 days. So fantastic, well done.
Oh, Mark, stop it. My head won't fit out the door. Right, that's Mark Hatton from Golfing Days. What a treat that was. We are going to go to a short break now, but when we come back at 3 o'clock, we're going to be joined by another professional player, OJ Farrell. He's in the green room right now. Join us back after this short break. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Paul, and this is The Golf Show. loads. I can try it like that. That's even worse. I can try it as a snood, or I can try it like that.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I think 30 to 40 seconds might be a bit optimistic for me right now, but I feel a bit like Jeremy Clarkson when he did direct view of that Vauxhall Vectra at that time. No, seriously, what am I meant to say?
Absolutely, and to illustrate the weight of the golf bag, as Phil said there, 10 to 12 kilograms, which is the equivalent of not 2, not 4, but 6 2-litre bottles of Coke. But as you can see there, got a little hole in that one already after just 4 rounds.
Oh, it's looking good. We've got a big club twirl.
Come on.
Here we go.
Oh!
4'10" when the pressure matters.
Yeah, look at my sock. Oh. You know, you can probably wring water out of it. Oh, it's a beauty.
I'll take that one. I nearly had a... Leave it on me then.
I was going to need a new camera. That was mega. Finished. Sorry.
I'm back. I think I've just clicked the agenda again. Right. A big thank you to Mark Hatton there at Golfingdays. What a treat that was. And now I'm joined by the big hitter himself, professional golfer, OJ Farrell. OJ, how are you, my friend? Are you well?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you. How are you?
I'm not too shabby. I have to say. A big thank you to you, by the way, for coming on. I really, really appreciate it. You got in touch Monday, didn't we, with you? And you're like, yes, let's do it. And I really, really appreciate that. Now, OJ, you've been playing on the Clutch Pro Tour in 2020. Your first season as a full pro. How's it been?
It's been good. You know, it's been a great season. I think, you know, the Clutch Pro Tour was great and Tom did a great job considering, obviously, the situation that's been going on this year throughout the world. You know, obviously, given what happened, I think just being able to have a full season of events to play in was very nice because at one point it didn't look like we were going to have anything to play. So it was great to have something to play.
It was great to get out there, wasn't it? And I know Mizuno being a big backer of you as well. And how did the relationship come about with Mizuno?
Well, it started off actually with my coach. My coach, sort of an ambassador for Mizuno at Windlesham Golf Academy, which is where the Mizuno guys are members at. So I kind of got connected through them through that, really. And then it took off from there. So,
well, I remember interviewing you a couple of times. Well, in fact, every time I saw you, I interviewed you. Followed you around like a lost puppy, I think, most of the year. What I want to do is, you don't know I'm going to do this, by the way. You picked up a win, didn't you, at Stanwell Park in 2020. It's the first event that we are actually live at as well for the Pro Tour. And I just want to play back. OJ, I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but your playoff victory over Ashley Testers here at Stanwell Park. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your very first win as a pro.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Sandwell Park Golf Club here on the Clutch Pro Tour today. We are down here at the 18th and it's gone to a playoff. And here is one of the players, Oliver Farrell,
Yes.
of course, and then we have Ashley Chester's coming down, both shot 400.
Right. OJ, teabag. Ash, your choice. There we go. Sudden death playoff. Ashley Chester's on the tee first.
Yeah, lovely drive there. Playing hard into the wind on this one, up the hill, wind off the left-hand side, so lovely drive there into play. So lots of pressure on the young man now. Playing much longer than it's actually playing this hole.
Wow.
Lovely drive
wow,
there. Big,
fantastic.
nice
Great,
high draw against the wind.
You can see why these two shot 4 under today, can't you?
Slided it in higher. It's starting to hold up in the air now. Slided it down a bit lower. And it's it's bounced it past. Well, it's spin and it comes. So it's.
Is it coming back?
No, it's just gone past the flag. So he's got that little tester across
so they
the
look
hill
fairly
right to
even
left.
actually, distance-wise. So this could be the final shot either of these chaps make.
Oh, it's a bit too high. He's very high. He's misjudged the pace there.
Okay, so this
got about only a 4-footer coming back from par.
Is it going to
still
start?
moving, still rolling.
So this could be it. Oliver Farrell putt to win the Sandwell Park Classic on the Clutch Pro Tour.
Very tough putt though, down the hill, across the hill. He's got to start this about 3.5 feet, about 2 feet right of the hole. And the pace of this putt is lightning. Bullet 10. Oh wow, high side.
It's rolling.
Wow.
They both have two tricky putts here. It's cleared away. Fantastic. Well done, Oliver.
Okay,
Oliver.
back on.
I don't know about you. I feel nervous.
It's always nerve-wracking watching it play off.
So Ashley Chester's must make this putt.
This is about a 4-footer, maybe a ball outside right edge with pace, but just a decent bit of pace. Anything soft and it will die hard left. And low side.
And he's missed it.
1 hole.
1 hole. The playoff has been settled on 1 hole. You're not allowed to shake hands.
Oliver, congratulations.
Oliver, I would love to shake your hand, but we can't, so congratulations. Now, am I right in thinking you went home?
I did, yeah.
You only live half an hour away, is that right?
Yeah, it's 30 time this morning, so it would have been a long wait if I'd stayed.
We saw you out on Festa. You looked confident this morning. How did the course play for you?
It was great. I mean, it's a tough day today with the wind and greens being so fast. You have to put yourself in the right spots because, I mean, as I saw there, you get it above the pin, putting down the wind is tough. So you have to really think about what you're doing today.
What's it like playing in the playoffs? Because I don't know about you. I was just saying to Aaron, I was nervous. How are you?
It's exciting. I mean, that's what you don't really get to play too much head-to-head golf, so it's nice. You know, you got to embrace the challenge and just, you know, you're playing someone else instead of just playing against yourself. So
you must be delighted. Great to win. First tournament back for you, is this?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, first, other than Q School, first event as a pro. So good way to start. Yeah,
fantastic. Congratulations.
What was the main area that you felt you were confident with today? Hitting the ball striking, or was it the distance control with the wind and the gusts?
Yeah, I think my weight distance to the green were really good. I drove the ball really well. I think I missed 1 or 2 fairways today, so I was always in play. Which
gave
was
yourself
helpful.
some opportunities.
Yeah.
Oliver, go celebrate. Congratulations. Thank you so much for playing today.
OJ, hey. I mean, first event really as a pro. You went home. What's going through your mind?
Yeah, I mean, it was a great start to obviously my professional career. You know, I was feeling really good going into it. And I was so excited to sort of play. I've been waiting so long to play my first professional event, so I was super excited going into it, and I went out and played really well, and obviously got the chance to got into a playoff, had a chance to win, and I took it. So it was a great way to start.
You did take it. That putt that went about 4 feet beyond. Did you think you'd blown it then, or what was the mentality then?
No, not at all. I mean, I thought I'd made the first putt about halfway out. I thought it was in. And after I hit it, I was like, I probably knocked it a little. I thought it was only maybe 2 feet by. And I knew how fast that putt was down the hill. I'd seen some other guys knock it way by, and then it just didn't stop going. And it rolled 6-7 feet past, which is a bit of a shock. But I mean, I had the putt that Ashley had on the 18th hole, obviously my normal round. And I knew how tough a putt that was, so I knew that I had the easier putt coming back, and it was straight up the hill, just outside the left edge. So I could be aggressive with it and really put the pressure on. So.
Yeah, and that you certainly did. I have to say, I mean, you went home as well. You didn't think it was going to be enough. When you came back, did you get nervous ahead of the playoff, or was it just, do you know what, whatever happens, I've done pretty well here?
Yeah, I mean, I think there was that, and then I was just so, I knew that all I could do was go out there and hit each shot. I could do what I could control, hit each shot to the best of my ability. I'm not intimidated by people, so being in the playoff wasn't something I was worried about. I was exciting. Obviously not having played a pro event, suddenly you guys were there sort of filming, and there's a few people behind the green, so it was an exciting time, and I just wanted to make the most of it. So
I have to say, OJ, for the rest of my life, I'm never going to forget that drive you did at the 18th when I was behind you on the club. You can't have hit a ball. How far is your longest ever drive?
I think in competition with wind, I think I've hit one about 430.
What?
Yeah, I played a par 5 at Hollandwell, 17th hole. Well, it might be more than that. Whatever the length of the 17th hole is Hollandwell, I had 50 yards into that hole, the par 5.
Unbelievable. That is massive. Now,
yeah.
We know you're a Mizuno player. We know that quite well. You're actually involved in another playoff this year as well, weren't you, actually? And I caught up with you at Sunningdale Heath. I caught up with you at the Mizuno Tour Van, and you took me through what's in your bag. So you didn't know I was going to play this either, did you?
No, I didn't know.
So I'm going to play this little interview of what is in.
There today.
Not use it at all.
No, I didn't. So I had the 3-wood in the bag today, which is obviously Mizuno, and then I have a 2-iron driving iron, so three iron through.
We saw you finish birdie, 17-18. Obviously, 17. I watched Robert Rock this morning play 17 and 18.
Okay.
17 looked like the tee shot looked daunting because you couldn't see much of the green, but it was a short hole, 148 yards or something like that. Yeah. What'd you hit there? Little pitching wedge. Little gap wedge. How far? Would you put it close? Obviously.
Pitch really close and then span back about 15 feet. So.
And bend it.
Yeah, knocked
and
it
then
in.
18.
Hit a wedge. It was 151. Hit a wedge to about 6-7 feet. So.
Just right of the flag.
Yeah.
Just right. Just as I was saying before, when I did it, I went and showed everyone the green, and I was saying, anything pin high right gives you a pretty straightforward flat putt, and if you go past the flag, it goes over that back little ridge down the back there. But so you had a win at Samwell.
Yeah.
You're striking the ball well.
Yeah, playing very well.
Going from Samwell, playing obviously a full championship course, to now technically a par 3 golf course.
Yeah.
How do you change your mindset of obviously no driver, as you said, but obviously ball striking accuracy is more of a play instead of just bombing it and getting up the fairway? How do you prepare for that?
I just treated it like a normal golf course. Like, okay, I've hit every fairway because you've got a perfect line on every tee box.
Yep.
So it's like I've hit every fairway. I'm just going to play it like I normally would.
And approach showing to the green.
Yeah.
That's a great way of playing it. So he played every par 3 in his head as a second shot into a par 4. That's a brilliant way of thinking about it.
Yeah.
That is a great way of thinking about it.
I'm right thinking you actually shot 3 under through the back 9. So was it slightly easier?
I hit it good all day. I just made a few putts on the back 9. I mean, I had a lot of good chances.
The greens look mint.
The greens are perfect. So you just have to be patient. I think once you get past 11 and 12, which are the long ones, you've got 2 par 4s coming in, and you've got to. I mean, I had wedges into some of those greens coming in, so I knew I was going to have good chances. So I said to sort of wait till I get to that closing stretch.
Brilliant. Look, Mizuno, a big part of your career as well so far. I know. What would you like to say?
I mean, I can't thank them enough for the support they give me. I mean, they're awesome. I mean, we've I had a lesson. My coach is just down at Windlesham, and I got done with him yesterday. And then Alex came down, we did some stuff with the driver and the wood. I mean, they do everything to make sure they can get it in my hand.
What's next for you? So
Goodwood on Friday.
Friday, yep, obviously.
Goodwood on Friday.
But in the ways of meaning,
oh, sorry,
immediate.
Perhaps next season. What's the plan next season?
Where's the next level for Oliver Farrell? Where's the next
with
level
everything going on right now? I've got to figure it out. So I was meant to do Canadian Tour this year,
right?
But obviously that got cancelled. So we'll have to see how everything develops with obviously this coronavirus as to whether I stay here in Europe, or the plan obviously is to go back over to the States, do Corn Ferry Tour, Canadian Tour, work the way to PGA Tour. But we'll see how everything develops, and if I have to stay here, then I'll go the European Tour route and Euro Pro Tour, Challenge Tour that way. So.
Yeah, cool.
And one final question, on a very important question: OJ or Oliver?
OJ.
OJ. Okay, there we go. Now we know. Now we know.
Noted.
Just in case we have to interview you later for the winner. Look, thanks for your time. It's soaking out here. Please go get yourself in and get dry.
That day, and thank you for clearing it up for me, by the way, as well. I was always unsure. OJ, just quickly, we touched on it actually. In fact, you kind of covered that up. What is the plan for next year now? You know, you're supposed to do Canadian Tour this year. Are you still looking at the North American route next year, or are you now going to focus potentially on Europe because of COVID?
No, I'm going to focus on Europe. I am going to head over to America in January, play a few Monday qualifiers for the PGA Tour, and get in some warm weather so I can practice for a few months. But then I'll be back here and I'll do Euro Pro Tour next year. I just think with obviously the situation isn't really getting that much better, and I need to be somewhere. But obviously, obviously being home is a lot easier and it's easy to travel. I'm going to fly everywhere if I was going to be over in the States, which I have to do. So I'll be here next year, and then we'll see where that goes. So
I imagine long-term goal is PGA Tour then one day. Is that right?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
One thing I have to say, OJ, as well. When you're a big superstar, I mean, you're already a big superstar anyway, but when you're an even bigger superstar, just don't forget your old mate Ian.
No, I'll make sure you can come and do some interviewing.
Definitely. And Windlesham is just down the road from me. I've played Windlesham a couple, so we must get around him. We must get around him. Fantastic, OJ. Look, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show. I do really, really appreciate it. Are you just at home for Christmas now? Is that it for the year? You done?
Yeah, that's it now. I'll be here at home for Christmas, and then I think I'm going to try and get to Florida in about January 17th. So a few more weeks of practicing in the wet weather. I'll have a nice Christmas with the family and then get to some sunshine.
Do you, just a quick question, when you're on the range, because obviously you hit the ball so far, you hit it so hard, do you focus on driver more, or because you kind of got that nailed in now, do you focus a bit more over down the bag a bit more?
Yeah, I mean, I would say 80%. I would say 80% of my practice is within pitch and wedge and down. Yeah. And then, I mean, I'll only hit balls if I'm working on something in my swing or if I'm going to do some shot shaping. The rest of this, I do long game stuff on the golf course when I'm playing. So it's all short game practice, really.
Brilliant. I'm going to be coming to you for a lesson. OJ, thanks so much for your time. I really, really appreciate it. Have a lovely Christmas, won't you? Have a lovely New Year. And say hello to your dad for me as well. He was never present, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Looking after you. And he was always so great. He'd always talk to us, always a friendly face. It's always a real pleasure having you guys around on the Clutch Pro Tour. And big things for the future, OJ. You are certainly a player to watch out for. We are going to head to a very short break. When we come back, it's the last session. I can't believe it. It's going to be the last session of the Virtual Golf Show 2020. It's going to be a very special message from us here at Content Live Golf. OJ, thanks once again. Take care, won't you? And I'll see you in the new year, and have a safe flight over to Florida.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Paul, and this is The Golf Show. suppose I can try it like that. That's even worse. I can try it with a snood, or I can try it like that.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I think 30 to 40 seconds might be a bit optimistic for me right now, but I feel a bit like Jeremy Clarkson when he did that review of that Vauxhall Vectra that time. No, seriously, what am I meant to say? Absolutely, and to illustrate the weight of the golf bag, as Phil said there, 10 to 12 kilograms, which is the equivalent of not 2, not 4, but 6 2-litre bottles of Coke. But as you can see there, got a little hole in that one already after just 4 rounds.
Oh, it's looking good. We've got a big club twirl.
Come on.
Here we go.
Oh!
4 foot 10 when the pressure matters.
Yeah, look at my sock. Oh. You know, you can probably wring water out of it. Oh, it's a beauty.
I'll take that one. I nearly had a... Give it on me then.
I was going to need a new camera. That was mega. Sorry, I thought you finished. Sorry.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Virtual Golf Show 2020. And what's a couple of 2 days we have had. It has been sensational, hasn't it? We're almost at the end already. I can't believe it. What a pleasure it has been. I must give a huge thank you to all of our guests. Now, yesterday, if you tuned in, we caught up with Chris Hansen and Adam Walker from the 2020 Pro Tour. We caught up with Paul Farrell from the Golfing Herald, Pete Lowndes-Burt from Sports Alive, and Aaron Cox from the Blackwell Grange Junior Academy in the morning. All of those interviews are still up on Facebook, able to watch. So just go to ContentLIVE Golf, just type in ContentLIVE Golf. You can watch back all of those interviews. Then in the afternoon, what a pleasure it was to be joined by Keith Mitchell from the Legends Tour. We learned an awful lot about what's going forward with the Legends Tour. A lot to be excited about. We caught up with Georgina Simpson from National Club Golfer as well, and Paul Hemlin from the Golf Show, before Aaron Cox joined me once again just to round out the day. This morning, that was another pleasure. We had Matthew Faldo on, the Faldo Series director. And then we were joined by Harriet Shepherd from Women in Golf magazine. Then we had pro golfer Emily Slater making big waves on the Road Series this year, 2020. And then we were joined by Richard from Golf Hubber. And then during this session, we've had the luxury of joined by Tom Hayward from the Clutch Pro Tour, Mark Hatton from Golfingdays, and we just finished up with OJ Farrell as well. Now, 2020 has been a big year for us as well. We came into golf, we bought our F1 style media that we produce in motorsport and brought it into golf, with over 2 million people tuning in to watch our live golf, a reach of over 6 million people. It's been a lot of success. I want to give my personal thanks to the Faldo Series, the 2020 Pro Tour, and the Clutch Pro Tour for allowing us long to film. I just want to show a little promo video about our year in golf. To a couple of chaps behind the scenes. I'm going to bring them up very shortly. I didn't know I was going to do this to round out the session. I'm going to catch them out in a little bit, but not just yet. Please do like us on Facebook, on Twitter and Instagram as well. Just search Content Live Golf. If you want to watch live golf in 2021, give us a like. We are going to be back out in the field, and it's going to be an awful lot of fun. Now, if you've been watching other content this year, you've probably seen my face. You're probably sick to death of it by now as well. And there's two very special people involved with Content Live Golf you might not get to see as much as you see me. I'm going to bring first up Mr. Leon Vansweel into the screen. Look at that. That is a face of determination, a face that's just had it planted into a mug full of tea as well. Isn't that right, Leon? Leon, welcome to the Virtual Golf Show 2020. You've seen it all. You've been producing it in the background like an absolute trooper. Have you had a good year?
It's been an absolute pleasure to be on your show, Ian. It has been a fantastic year.
It really has, hasn't it? Now, you and me, we've walked up and down every single golf course with Faldo, with 2020 Pro Tour, with Clutch Pro Tour. Give me a memorable moment, Leon, from our time in golf this year.
There's been many memorable moments for me. I think the best moments for me is at the end of the day when you put your feet up, watching the sun go down and having a cold beer. Those have been some of the most memorable moments for me. No, it's been a pleasure. The honor of being able to go to all these fantastic golf clubs, to experience them, meet the pros. You know, when I look through the lens, and sometimes I feel like a bit of a voyeur looking at it, because I can zoom in and I catch people's most intimate emotions, as the concentrations when they're trying to so will that ball into the hole, the frustrations when it doesn't go their way. I know a lot of these golfers a lot more intimate than they really realize, because I catch them actually when they're totally unaware that we look at them. And for that, being allowed that sort of intimacy into the game, golf before the recent past, the last year, wasn't very high on my agenda of sports that I followed, but it really opened my eyes into a totally different world that exists out there. And I'm absolutely blown away by the passion and really the science and the skill by taking a little ball. I can never even see which way it's going or where it's going to land. And these guys go and they find it and they whack it into another little hole, and they just do it. And I don't know how they do it. I mean, it takes a lot of practice and a lot of skill to do that.
It's a cracking definition of golf, is that, actually, Leon? I have to say that. I must for those unsure, Leon is the person who follows me around setting up the live stream. It's thanks to Leon that you're actually able to watch the golf live. I just run around with a microphone. Leon actually sets the broadcast up and walks around with the camera. So, Leon, look, I'm going to have to say cheerio. You're going to have to go now, but thank you so much for your year. Have a lovely Christmas, won't you, and a new year. And, of course, I'm excited for next year. Again, we've got a lot in the pipeline, haven't we? I can't reveal all just yet, but you will be seeing Leon out on the golf course again next year. So when you see him, please make him a nice cup of tea and say hello.
No. Or bacon sandwich.
Or bacon sandwich. Yeah, well, according to our figures this year, we've eaten quite a lot.
Yeah, it's been a great year. Looking forward to next.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Right, there's another person as well waiting in the wings below. We have our editor who puts together all the content that you've seen, the videos and stuff. He works tirelessly to make sure it all happens. And here he is, Elaine.
Hello.
How are you? You're so busy. You're so busy. Sometimes you're not even able to get to the golf course with us because you're busy editing. But when you do come out with us, give us your most memorable moment of the year out on the golf course with us.
Wow. I need to really think now. Probably that time, the first Faldo Series event we did at the Vale in Wales.
Oh, yeah.
It was those first sort of the first hour with the lights, sort of how it shone on everything, the environments, and just capturing, sort of that atmosphere, especially of the kids playing. And I don't know, it was those first couple interviews, and then just looking back on it and just editing it, you just, especially that time, and it was the first initial interviews you did on the day, especially I remember in the highlights video of those two girls, and you asked one of them, how are you? And you asked her, how are you? And then she replied, she asked you back, how are you? And then you said, oh, I'm great. It almost makes me think she's basically got such a similar demeanor to yourself. It's crazy. I loved it so much.
You were right. The Vale. We were at the Vale Resort in Wales for the Wales Championship Faldo Series, and of course we went live very early that day, didn't we? I think we were live at like 7 a.m. or something.
Yes.
To get it was the third day, and by the way, what a weather we had that day! It was absolutely baking hot, but that morning it was just so relaxed, wasn't it? The sun was coming up. It was beautiful. It was warm, and everybody was just in a good mood. And it's what golf should be, isn't it? Everybody just happy, just wanting to play some good golf.
Yes.
And next year as well, we've got plenty coming up, haven't we, in the Golfscape as well? We are going to be back out in the field. You're going to be a busy man editing as well. So I better let you go and crack on. But thank you for all of your hard work in 2020. It's been a pleasure. Have a lovely Christmas, won't you?
Thank you. Same to you.
Right, that's actually it for the golf show, the virtual golf show 2020. In fact, the first inaugural virtual golf show we've ever hosted. We put it together in about 2 weeks. It's been a pleasure. Thank you to all of my guests. As I said before, massive thank you to the 2020 Pro Tour, Golfing Herald, Sports Live, Blackwell Grange Junior Academy, Legends Tour, National Club Golfer, the Golf Show, Paul Hemlin, Aaron Cox, Matthew Fowler at Fowler Series, Women in Golf Magazine, Emily Slater, Golf Hub at Clutch Pro Tour, Golfingdays, and OJ Farrell. Remember, every single interview that we've done over the last 2 days is able to watch. If you want a copy, just let us know. Head over to ContentLIVE Golf. The website's at the bottom, contentlive.net. There is contact forms. There's a contact page if you want to get in touch. Do like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, give us a like on Instagram as well to keep up to date with all of our live golf in 2021. I've been Ian Waterhouse from Content Live Golf. It's been a real pleasure. Thank you so much for tuning in. And of course, we will be back next year as well. We'll see you out on the golf course. And until next time, please do make sure you drive safely. Thank you very much.